Hey everyone. Sorry, I'm just posting on Twitter. Just give me 1 second to say that I'm live. Just so we can get that out. How's everyone doing tonight? We are doing a little chill stream tonight. Give me 1 second and I'll give you a proper greeting. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay, there's the comments. Okay, I was like, where'd the comments go? Couldn't see them. Hey Mal, hey Jess, hey Pink, hey Mark, hey Rio. Hey everyone, good to see you. So we're gonna be doing a chill stream tonight. I'm gonna be working on this particular piece that I have been threatening to do for a long time for JAKOBI, and I want it to be. I have a special announcement that will come with this drawing when it's done for JAKOBI, and so I can't wait for it to be done. It's been taking me a while because I've been busy everywhere else, but this one is going to be really cool, and I hope he's excited about the announcement that comes from this. Anyways, so we've got a lot. We've been posting. We're posting every day this week on YouTube. We've got some great videos coming up, and we just relaunched our Patreon. Not relaunched it, expanded the offerings on it to include the Flux Fantasy RPG stuff. So if you haven't already, you want to check that out. Is the volume okay? Because I'm about to switch. I want the music to be loud enough for you, but not like driving you crazy. Can you guys just tell me in the comments if the music's okay? Because I'm gonna switch the music in a minute, and I want to be able to. Hey, DJ Sauls. Wanted to be able to like work, and then you guys we can hang out together while I'm working on this. So just let me know if the music is okay, the volume. So JAKOBI has been following me for such a long time, and he has done countless fan art, and like they're like epic fan arts, and he puts me to shame. And it's so funny because when we talk, it can be whenever he sends me his stuff, whenever I talk to him about the drawings he sent, I'm always like, you make me want to do better. Like I want to do like more extreme like stuff, you know, with mine, because he does these awesome camera angles and like they're really energetic. And so it's funny how, you know, we can inspire each other. So anyways, hey Flick, good to see you. So that's gonna be us tonight. So I'm gonna be doing this. I'll be occasionally checking comments. It's only going to be, like I said, it's going to be a chill stream, so you know, I'll every now and then say something. By the way, if you haven't already, be sure to like tell your friends to go to fluxfantasy.com, especially the ones who like tabletop RPGs, because you know that beta is coming up in June, and you know, we want to get, it's going to be a private beta playtest, and so we want to make sure we get a good group of people. We're going to definitely have our hardcore fans in there, and then we want to bring some people who are new to the universe so they can experience it for the first time. So yeah, anyways, I hope you like this experience too, the YouTube experience. We've started to like focus now on YouTube. That's something else that that you'll notice a change. We're going to start going to this too. So, hey Evan, hey, good to see you, buddy. So, anyways, let's switch to music. When I get to drawing, you can comment. I'll be switching occasionally, moving here. Remember, if you haven't already, you can check out. You'll see down below. There's a little thing. It's hard to see because it's white, but fluxdestiny.world will take you to all our socials. You can check out all the places that Flux Destiny and Flux Fantasy are. So check that out. And if you haven't already joined the Discord server, you should absolutely check that out. If you go to FluxFan, that's where you can check it out. All right, so let's get to doing this piece. And there's going to be this announcement here on this one that's going to be pretty cool. So see how far I can get tonight. I have this other music queued up that I wanted to play. Oh, Mark, it's stable. The stream is finally stable. Only took me a few years, right? Hey, Liv. You made it. Good to see you. I'm sorry that Twitch was bad. No more Twitch. No more Twitch, buddy. I promise. We're all YouTube now. YouTube and Discord. I actually kind of dig this kind of music, so I don't know. That's just me, but. Oh, I can't wait to do yours either. It's gonna be fun. I think you're really gonna like what I have in store for you, Liv. Hey, Eddie. I hope did I give you good enough material for that? So I'm doing JAKOBI's drawing. This is kind of a mess, but when it's done, it's gonna look amazing. So we're actually working on that, the uniforms. We actually had a meeting about that today, about the uniform arts. That's coming too, Eddie. You guys don't have to wait too much longer for that. Hopefully the new uniforms won't be like radically different. They're just gonna be kind of inspired by like the first ones I did. Our new designer who concept artist who came on board, he's got a background in fashion design and his designs are amazing, and I can't wait to share with some of you guys on Patreon are gonna start seeing some of that concept work really soon that's being done for Flux Fantasy. It's beautiful. So Nix's work is really beautiful. So what was fun was like mixing our styles together, you know, is that he's got this amazing anatomy and the way he draws, and then like finding ways to bring in some of mine, like a little bit of mine to mix the two together a little bit. So like focusing, you know, on facial expressions and things like that that kind of help tie them together but still be like distinct is a lot of fun. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. Oh no, the bird flying into the window. I've seen that. I've seen some really catastrophic birds flying into windows situation. My mom's old house, she had this giant window and birds always thought that it was like open. It had no lines on it. It was just a big pane of glass and it was never good. So. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? When I draw, when I do some of these heads, depending on the age of the character and everything, I often do The proportion I use is that usually I try to keep almost an eye space in between. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's a little too, like here they're a little big, but my new proportion is keeping them about an eye space apart. And sometimes when I do this, I also do this thing where I kind of draw the lip, even though this is not going to be the expression. It just kind of helps me pinpoint where the mouth is, where the top of the lip is going to be. So it's something like this. That's sad. I love birds. It makes me sad when they're hurt. I think birds are sweet and innocent creatures for the most part. Wait, are you able to do like emojis in this? Is that what you're talking about, Ella? By the way, I got to give Ella a huge shout out here because she's been doing this amazing job editing the YouTube videos like overnight. Like within a few hours, she showed me like a 25-minute video that about Karmistry that we just shot, and she manages to do that and do it like immediately. Like I would lose in a competition with you in editing. I'd never be able to do that. So what do you guys think of this experience? Is it better on YouTube? If not, you can blame Ella. You can blame her. Aw, shoe bills are cute though. Shoe bills are cute. They're like Muppets, you know? They always reminded me like they came out of Jim Henson. Aw, Ella. This music's good, right? Like I like this, and this is copyright-free stuff. I've been actually digging these. Some of my favorite music lately has been this copyright-free stuff that I've been playing. Hey, Drew. Welcome. Okay, secretary birds. Yeah, secretary birds. Beautiful. Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I like occasionally doing one of these just chill streams where we're just kind of working together. Yeah, it's sometimes I have to like I do it and it's a little too cartoony, and then I have to go and fix the proportions a little bit. That one I did of, if you're on Patreon, there's a image that I'm releasing that I released on Patreon, a little mini comic, like a one panel comic of Hugo, and getting his head right, like it's always like getting the head proportions is always so important to getting the, because it makes a big difference in terms of like the age, how old the character looks. And so sometimes when I first draw it, if I don't have like a good idea of it, it doesn't look right until I kind of adjust it. See, it makes a big difference when I start adjusting. I'll like draw it too big or something. Drop them on me, Liv. What are the recommendations? Tell us. You like that? You like the recipe? Yeah. And JAKOBI, I'm going to be done with this week. So this will be done for you this week, because we're going to make a special little announcement with this drawing. Yep, that is. I'm doing a special drawing for him, like to thank him for all the stuff. Hey Ray, all the fan art he's done for me over all these years. So it's like, but there's something really special attached to this, so it'll be fun. I can't wait to announce it. So they're holding a sign together. It's hard to see here, but it's kind of everything's kind of a mess right now. But it'll look better. You don't know how hard. I don't like drafting in front of people, so this was kind of a big character moment for me to be doing it. I don't like doing that. I think I mentioned this before. Oh, thanks, Flick. It's gonna look so good, though. I promise. It'll look so good. It'll look really good. And I didn't realize, if I remember, Joey's pretty tall. Isn't he like 5'11" or something? Is that right, JAKOBI? He's like 5'11". Alan wishes. Alan wishes. Alan wishes. I know. Character development in real time, in real life. Good. .5'11", so he's pretty tall. So when I drew him, I actually thought he was a little shorter. Like I didn't realize at first when I was drawing, I was like, I had to go back and look at the notes. Okay, sorry, this music's a little too intense for me right now. Hold on. Okay. So anyways, because he was so tall, I had it kind of backwards. I had it where he was kind of like, not backwards, but he was like the same height as Hugo, and I was like, I have to draw him. And I think he's even kind of like, I think this is about right. I think this is about right in terms of the height. I think. Well, compared to Hugo, who's like 5'7", you know, he's compared to Hugo, he's tall, right? So Hugo's like 5'7", and so yeah, it's base tall. That's what I would say too. It's like base tall. I mean, I don't consider I'm 5'9". I consider myself average. So 5'11", you can tell a difference between someone who's 5'9" and 5'11". You know, you can really tell. So what I'm gonna do is since Kobe's watching, I'm gonna just start, even though I'm not done with the rest of the drawing yet. I'm gonna do a little cleanup for him, so he can watch at least his OC come to life. Okay, let's start cleaning him up. And then you can kind of see that I'm in fact a real artist. Watch me like totally not be able to like clean up today. Pinky, you're 6'3"? Hey, good to see you. 6'3"? How's the weather up there? Dang. I wish I was okay. Sometimes I admit to this. I'm gonna make an admission. I sometimes like to stand on my tiptoes. Like I'll be like randomly standing somewhere and I'll just like I'll start lifting myself, you know? It's gonna look awesome. I'm putting a lot of love into this one. So a call sign for ink fighters is like a stage name for escape artists. So it's whatever you want to, whatever their nickname is, right? It's like almost like their hero name, like in My Hero Academia. You can call your character whatever. They have like a normal name, like their legal name, and then they'll have their call sign. That's the same for escape artists. You hate being tall. Hey, if you want to like send a couple of those inches, I'll take like 2 of them, and I'll be just. If I could be 5'11", I think that would be my height. I think that would be my height. I know. I've been warned about that too, but I try to like. I'm not always doing it, you know, but occasionally I'll jump on my. And someone will turn and they'll realize I'm doing it because I'm suddenly like 2 inches taller. I would not look good in high heels. I promise. I would not rock those. Oh, really, Mal? You'd rather be shorter? You'd rather leave our 5'9" club? Isn't it funny how we're never happy with what we have, you know? I just think it's so interesting. Like, for some people, my 5'9" is tall, right? Onary Oni. Oh, that's cool. I like that. When I said that, Drew, when I said that statement, I was like, I was like, how do I word this? I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. But it's I knew someone was gonna say something like that. And I was like, well, you know what, I'm gonna take the risk and say it. As it was leaving my lips, I was thinking, I was like, don't say what you're about to say. Don't say it. Don't say it. And then that little devil on my shoulder, which if you guys haven't seen, when you guys see, if you're not on Patreon and you see the when you get to see the Hugo drawing with him with his what do you call it? His conscious on his shoulder. That's gonna be naturally people love the demon Hugo, the devil Hugo. So I think I'm gonna have to do more of him, more devil Hugos. Yeah, ask for one of your verb. Yeah, I'll do that next time. I'll do that. I just need to have you like in DMs, and whenever I'm gonna say something questionable, I'll drop it and be like, "Hey, can you tell me like how to word this without sounding, you know?" Yeah, there are, uh, there are Flux Destiny tall characters, and depends on the characters, and one of them, Roman's pretty tall. Ah, there he is. I think we summoned you. You like Demon Hugo. I knew you'd like Demon Hugo. I had a feeling you would. I had a feeling. By the way, Jacoby, that like Joey drawing you did was pretty amazing. I was like, he does all these like really cool, like dramatic, like there's like these action ones and there's these fun ones. Like he's able to like capture the emotions of like different moments, you know? So, hey, Katie. You love making people more in a Spider-Man. There's a whole club. I think there's a whole club of you guys. After the response that I got to that Demon Hugo, I am definitely going to do a standalone Demon Hugo. Of course, you would come in right as I'm saying questionable things. I'm trying to stay professional, y'all. Okay, you like the angel Hugo? I thought he was kind of cute too. I thought I did a cute job with that drawing. Maybe I need to just do more. But isn't it funny how Hugo being bad in that instance was eating with it? That was like what his little devil was like proposing, was like eating with his bare hands. Some of y'all would know what I'm talking about if you were on Patreon. What? Ah, that would be interesting. You know, is that even possible? I gotta think about that, Eddie. So the way I draw eyes like this, if you wanna learn how I do them, I usually do oh, stop. I do them. They have kind of like, I always do the heavy for the it's not eyeliner, but I give them heavy eyeliner basically because it helps make the eyes stand out. And then I always do a little, I haven't done it yet here, but I do a little, I'm not on my best today. I'm not drawing as fast as I normally would. But what I normally do is when I'm done, I put a little, see right here, I put a little thing there just for the, for the eyelashes. I usually put just a little, this is an anime thing, but. Well. Joshy made it. It's basically like eyeliner, okay? It's like eyeliner, but it's like actor eyeliner. How about that? You guys are the worst. Well, not all of you. Some of you are the worst. You know, I should have just gone and been a lawyer or something. Like, what am I doing? I think it would have been a pretty good lawyer. Oh, really? Is it that bad? I always get super stressed out when my computer fan starts going off. Like, I feel like I'm hurting my computer. So I use a Wacom 13 HD. It's actually pretty old. It's like about 9 years old now. And it's so funny you ask me because this pen, I have been drawing with this pen and have not needed to change the nib for 9 years, okay? And lately the pen has been acting up, and I think all the pressure that I've been using to do this has cracked it internally. I think it's finally starting to give, and I feel like at any moment I'm going to be drawing and this thing's going to snap. And I feel like we're getting to that point. You know? You know what I'm saying? but hopefully not. Oh, of course. Well, of course I'm gonna ask you for the technical tips. If you said it's okay, then okay, I will let my fan go. I love doing like the stray little hairs when doing the eyes. There's also something that I do when I do eyes. I'm very like careful, not careful. No, that's not the right word. I put just enough detail on the eyes so that to surround it. With a mouse, you know what? No, there's no battery. This thing has no battery. Isn't that crazy? Somehow it works. I don't know. But it's like creaking. There's something about it. I don't know how to explain it. There's something about this thing that's like I feel like it's reaching the end. Never go to his DMs for tips. Never. Bad idea. Uh-oh. You know, Liv, it's funny you say that line because I'm used to saying that. Whenever someone talks about being bad or whatever, I've always mentioned like that line, and no one seems to get it. I think it's because the movie is kind of old now. Oh, really? I haven't. This one, it's not like it's not. I don't hear cracking sounds, but I feel cracking sounds. I was gonna make a joke, but it might be too soon. I'm gonna save this joke. There's a joke I was gonna make, but there was a tragedy not too long ago that I can't. It's too soon. Mostly normal. I do get sass. And you know what? I serve the sass back. Okay? I got a sass record that's like as tall as pink, as long as Pinky is tall. How about that? See, if I answer the DMs all the time, you'd be spoiled. So it's like Christmas. Was it 4 years? Was it really? Was it really that long? But it was special when I wrote back, right? That's the thing, is like special. Just remember that. Okay, see, when I hold it, I don't think you can tell, but it's like bending slightly. I just know it's gonna shatter in my hands in a really like comic way. It's gonna meet its super. It's gonna meet its like supernova demise. I could see that. I gotta work on that smile. I'm not happy with it yet. I find doing the smiles one of the hardest parts. The not smile, the mouth is actually one of the hardest parts for me because I want it to look a certain way. It's like in my head. You know what? You're absolutely right. And I think it's like the same reason why like I grit my teeth at night. Like it's not like I want to do that. I think I'm just like, it's hard to train myself not to be so rough with the pen. You're right though. Like you're not wrong. Whenever I'm in Kung Fu, my teacher is like trying to get me to soften up because I get so like tense about everything. And I'm like, I promise, Sifu. I will get softer. I promise. I will get softer and not be so, because I have this like face, I'll get like really intense. Something else I do, okay, I gotta admit this. Something else I do when I'm in Kung Fu, I will do sound effects. I'm like not like cheesy, like, okay, they're cheesy, but they're kind of fun sound effects. Like, I have to be in the mood. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like they're like air sounds, like whoosh, cha, ga, ga, like sound effects is what I do. Thank you for being fair to me for once. I don't usually get that around here. It is like, okay. Did some of you, I had to have told this story years ago. I haven't told this story in a while. So I went to Hawaii on a trip. And when we were on this trip, there was this, we were going to a luau and we were on this like tour bus and we were on the tour and like we're going to the luau and there's this cheesy, you know, like tour director or whatever you call him, tour leader or whatever. And he's like, to pass the time, he starts doing things to make us like pass the time, right? So he starts doing, if you happy and you know it, clap your hands, right? Like that thing. And so we're all doing that, you know, we're a bunch of, you know, people doing this. Well, there was a man who was sitting in the very front, right? And he was wearing like, he was probably in his 60s. He was wearing shorts, like khaki shorts with like penny loafers and white socks, like that kind of American tourist. And we're going through the motions. When you clap, happy, you know it, clap your hands, you know, whatever, shake your head, whatever. And we finally get to the end and you stomp your feet. And then there was this noise. And then the tour guide turns to the gentleman wearing the penny loafers and socks. He goes, "Sir, are you okay? I think your shoes just shattered." I lost it. I started screaming and like, it was the funniest thing. Like there's something about shoe destruction that I find like hysterical because it's like such an indignity, you know, like when that kind of thing happens to someone, when their like shoes fly off or something. You know, like it's just so much indignity that comes with that. And what was funny was that I got my payback because years later I went to a funeral, and at this funeral I'm in a suit and everything. My shoes started, the soles of my shoes got like messed up or jacked up. I don't know what happened. It was like rainy day, and they started coming off. And so the shoes, so I only had the tops of my shoes. Walking in the mud with just the tops of my shoes. And so it was incredibly ridiculous and humiliating. No one noticed because I was like super chill about it, but I was very, I got a good laugh about it. Let's just say that. It was awful. It was an awful experience, but it was funny at the same time. Oh, and I also do, when I'm doing kung fu, I also idle. Like I do the video game idle. I know like I'm not supposed to do that or anything. Ella, don't give me ideas. But I was doing I do this like when I'm ready to, we do this cool thing where he makes us all pick a number and we stand in a circle around someone in the middle, and we all have to like attack that person, and based on the numbers he calls out. And so I'm there and I'm like idling like this. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm a grown-ass man and I'm idling in kung fu. Yeah. Yeah, my Sifu lets it pass because I think he's like, he knows I'm hopeless. But next week I'm promoting, so I'm gonna be a white belt too. Well, Rio, I there is no match. Like there's no match because I cannot. You're like a black belt in everything. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I wouldn't be able to. You would like, I would turn to confetti. You would just look at me and I would just confetti. That's what would happen. But wait until I get like purple belt or so, okay? Because that's my color. You know, that's my color. You just wait. You're gonna be crying. You're gonna say, "Oh my God." I did see the video. That was impressive. I would turn into coins. But the kind of coins I'd turn into would be like Chuck E. Cheese, like tokens or something. So don't like get too. Yeah, see, Jessica, see, she's already looking on. She's already excited about like what's it called? cashing out on me, like something like that, hey, you're gonna have a handful of Chuck E. Cheese coins. So don't get too excited. Oh, hey, Katie. Sorry. So this is a sketch I'm doing for JAKOBI. Kind of hard to see. It's him and Marco and Hugo, and let me see if I can pull it up for you. And it's a special gift I'm doing for JAKOBI. There's going to be a special announcement that comes with this, so I'm not going to spoil it. It's going to be when I release it, it will have the special announcement on it. A Chris karate move sheet. Pay-per-view fight. People will have to pay with tokens. You know that, right? With the Chuck E. Cheese tokens. And you know where I'm going later to work? To finish my work after this? I'm going to the library. Where I like going to the library, but I know somebody, I'm not going to say who, there's somebody on this stream who makes fun of me for working at the library. Just saying. Oh! So that's what it'll take? A Chris move sheet? Not all the Hugo art, Marco art, none of that? None of the deep lore of the universe, none of that? Marco's not finished because I don't want to show, like, I'm having a hard time drawing him right now, and I'm having stage fright, and I don't want you guys to see me drawing him, so. Nope, the Gear of Destiny does not have to, that's a great question. It does not have to have a hole in the center. It does not have to. It can be solid. That's a great question. That would be you, Josh. I was seeing if you were listening. Yeah, I knew you were listening. You know it. I knew you were listening to me. You know what one of my attack moves would be? The Smolder. But you're not getting a Smolder because you've been disrespectful. You can blame Josh for that. You're not getting any Smolders tonight. Yeah, this was supposed to be a chill stream. I wasn't going to talk, but you guys baited me into talking. This is supposed to be just like hanging out. And what did it turn into? This is all your fault. You guys' fault. Ella knows what the surprise is going to be. I think it's a pretty cool surprise. I think if I had started Kung Fu like earlier in my life, I think I would have been a lot better at it. Honestly, if I want to just be honest with you, I think I would have been a lot better at it. I went to bed at like 3 o'clock yesterday, and I am toast today, and I still have a lot of work. Ella's got me booked with everything. She's driving me into the ground. So I've got a lot of, when this is done, I gotta get straight back to work. But you know, we got some cool stuff coming out this week. our updated character sheets coming out this week, which Ella has worked incredibly hard to update and to. I cannot wait. Wait, what did I do? What did I do now? What do you? When it's where? What? Now you're mad at me? What? I'm just trying to entertain you, trying to keep you company. I am legit running on fumes. I need to eat. I think it's a Chipotle kind of night for me. I'm like Chipotle's biggest customer, I think. I'm the guy at the library. So the library that is near my house is such a nice library. What I hate about it is that sometimes it's very loud. They allow drinks and food and stuff, and sometimes people get a little too comfortable at the library. I said, what? Ella gets the insider info I used to get. Oh my God, here we go. She just happens to know because I had told her what it was. I will tell you, Josh, what it is. I will tell you the secret. I will tell you the secret. I just don't want you to tell JAKOBI. Do not tell him. I will tell Katie. I just happen to be talking to Ella about it. At least Ella shows me some respect. Josh. That's totally fine. You can be a clown. That's actually kind of cool. Especially if you did more like a oh, I'm back for a quick question. Should I add chocolate chips to my pancakes? Yes or no? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, I actually think the clown thing's actually kind of a cool idea. That would be very different. Where did you go? Where did you go, Josh? Really? Well, it's okay. At least she attempts to do it in my face. Okay, this hair is gonna look awesome when it's done. I'm pretty proud of this. Okay, I got a funny story to tell you. I got another funny story. Did I tell you the story about? If I told you this story, tell me and I'll shut up. About when someone thought, where I ran into someone who. Okay, stop me if I told you this story. All right, Drew. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I was at this. I was at this like breakfast place like last year, and when I was there, I was done eating, and this family, I think it was like this high school kid and his parents were sitting next to us at a table next to it. They were leaving, and then the dad comes back, And the dad came over to me and goes, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, yeah." He's like, "Are you someone famous?" And for the split second, I was like, "Someone recognizes me from Flux Destiny. This is the day. It's finally happened." And I go, "Well, I mean, I do like live streams, and I there's a book series I do, and whatever." And he goes, "Were you?" He goes, my son is too shy to ask you, but were you on iCarly?" And I was like, "What?" They thought I was some character from iCarly, and instantly like brought me down a few pegs because I thought I was being recognized for my work. And I said, "No, I did tell you that." Okay. All right. Well, consider it a rerun, Josh. That was a test to see if you listen. How about that? I don't remember the character. I just remember them saying someone from iCarly. They didn't say who the character was. You do look like Taylor Swift. You actually do. In fact, I was telling Evie the other day, we were looking at what? That's not insulting. Taylor Swift's really pretty. You do have a Taylor Swift vibe to you. You absolutely do. Just because Taylor Swift doesn't like isn't a mermaid. If she was a mermaid, Josh would be all over it. Right? Okay, I think we hit the. Oh yeah, this is the this is Chris Beats. What do you think of that? I could see that. Yeah, I bet. But do you change your hair color like often, right? Like every time I see a picture, I feel like you have a different color. Okay, so pay attention because I'm gonna show you signature Chris ears. I was just talking today to our concept artist about how I do the ears. And if you want to draw ears like I do, pay attention here. I mean, doesn't it? How do you do it without messing up your hair? Like burning your hair from doing that? Like, doesn't it like mess up your hair to keep doing that? Basically. So you draw like I like to draw them like really round and like grabbable, some grabbable ears. And then I put the little meat flap here, whatever you call this thing. And then I add one internal line like this. And then I add, depending on the angle, you can sometimes see the little ear hole. Sometimes I'll add it like this. And so when I color it, when I like shade it, usually this is shaded the darkest, and then this is light, like that. Yeah, that's it. That's all you have to do. And then voila, you have my signature ears. How about that? I will. Perfect ear. Actually, I drew a really good ear for the Hugo recipe thing that I did for Patreon. I was pretty proud of that ear. Oh, really? You'll just shave it off? Have you done that before? Grabbable like this. Drew is gone now, but Drew agreed to be like the person who was going to like check my statements before I said them. Does your hair grow fast? My hair grows pretty fast. Oh, thanks, man. Just wait. Just wait. It's gonna look so good when this is done. I just want to get the smile right. I'm not ready to do it. I don't think I can do the smile live. I need to work on it privately. One of my favorite things to do too is I love doing the little neck shadow. This is not accurate, but it'll be something like right here. This thing is my favorite. I love doing this. It's so satisfying. I know. I don't know if I would want you to check what I say. Because I know you would make it worse. I absolutely know it. Like, just your responses to tweets. Whenever I post tweet art, I'm like, this is going to be problematic. It's like, I'll post something, I'm like, I know exactly what he's going to say. He's going to say something really problematic. I just know it. Like right now, I'm grabbing this pen so tightly that it's creaking now. I think I'm going to end up busting it. I just know it's going to supernova in my hand. Plastic shards like fly into my eyes. A reverse sketch request. How about you do like what are you how about you draw hold on, let me think for a second. I'll give you an idea. Let me think. I know, I'm trying to relax. How about you draw... Well, why don't you draw your OC with the clown theme that you were talking about? I think that'd be really cool. I'm going to start... That's a great idea, a reverse sketch request. Like, going forward, I'm just going to do these streams where I'm going to tell you guys what to draw. And I'm just going to sit here and wait for you guys to draw. How about that? That's a great idea. Reverse sketch request. I love that. I want to see your clown OC. Okay, so you notice like how this little contour here, like I've noticed like over the years as I've gotten these little contours and these things make a huge difference in making I don't know why I don't finish my thoughts, but that's okay. I'm like, they don't care. What am I saying? I'm saying something and I'm like, they don't care. You guys don't care what I say. Absolutely, I would. I'm gonna do that going forward. I am gonna open up when we launch Flux Fantasy fully. I'm gonna do limited commissions monthly to do OCs for Flux Fantasy. So I'll take a couple of commissions every month. You care? Aww, aww. I knew it. I knew it. Look how good, JAKOBI. You like this? I think it's gonna be so good when it's done. It's gonna be so good. I gotta get the smile right. The smile is not what I'm not ready for the smile yet. But he's gonna get there and he's gonna look awesome. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. That sucks. Like, I think that's really, like, shady. And you are a really good customer. Like, you give... I think I think like 25% of the global commission economy is thanks to Josh. Honestly, if you want me to be real. If we're just being real here. I swear, like Josh keeps every artist on Twitter like busy. Like you are single-handedly like, God forbid something happens to Josh, like there will be like a collapse of the Twitter artist economy. And he's always like, he's so cool because he's always like also commissioning things for people, like gifts for people. He's done it for me. Like out of the blue, he's like, oh, I commissioned this for you, which is really sweet of him. And he's always doing that for other people, and that's just really, really, really sweet. He goes, I know artists. Don't worry, I'm fine. Yeah, Josh knows every artist. Every artist. Oh, that was bad. I can't get the shape I want for this mouth right, but I'm gonna get it. But when I'm not live, I don't want you to see it. I don't want you to see it. And I gotta get Marco to look right. He's not looking right. And then Hugo was easy. Hugo's easy. Oh, this song that's playing right now, it's from a meme, a Yu-Gi-Oh meme? Is it really? Okay, this is a bop, right? Hold on. Anyways. My facial expression. Oh, thank you. Are you talking to me, Liv? That's very sweet of you. Well, I think that's good for tonight. I'm going to finish this up for JAKOBI. I hope you guys had a great time hanging out tonight. I am dying of hunger and I'm running on only a couple hours of sleep and I'm like starting to like fade. So I need to eat and I need to get a little rest because I got a busy day. I got to record some videos for Ella too. So got a lot going on, but I hope you guys had a great time. Remember to send your friends to fluxfantasy.com. Help us get more people signed up for it. And be sure to check out the expanded Patreon offerings if you haven't already. You should absolutely do that. You know, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out to me tonight. Stream on Wednesday evening. And then another stream on Friday. So Friday will be a fun one. You do not want to miss Friday's stream. All right, guys. Have a great night. And I will see you later. Thanks for hanging out with me.